Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. And holding down the middle out of Central Michigan University, the skilled and ambidextrous 7-footer, Chris Kaman. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Gasol at the power forward. And then for Houston, manning the backcourt, Jeremy Lin along with James Harden. And it's center, the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. Then there's Chandler Parsons, and it's Ashik in at the 4. And here is Los Angeles now. Kobe with it. Young sets a screen for Kobe. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, Kobe's never been shy about shooting. You know, a lot of people would argue that he gets maybe a little too shot happy sometimes, but you want a guy who's dominant. You want a guy who's not afraid, who's going to fail and just come right back and fire away the next time.
And when you talk about Kobe's role offensively for the Lakers, it's worth mentioning last season was one of his most efficient scoring the basketball.
It really was, and you consider the turmoil that surrounded the Lakers all season. It was remarkable that Kobe was as even-keeled as he was, stayed focused, and start to finish, he delivered the type of all-star performance that he always does. Very impressive.
Here's Nash after Jeremy Lin's bucket. And Young, here we go. Nash outside. Back to Young. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Nash. Three-pointer. Rockets with the rebound.
Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive. But certainly the Lakers blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals. And that's going to be the challenge for LA.
Harden's shot is good.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Nash with it. And it's Lin picking him up. Kobe kicks to Gasol. Working on Ashik. Tries from 10. And again, the Lakers no good. Well, you talk about the huge fan base for the Lakers, Clark. One of the marquee franchises, certainly in the entire NBA.
I would even stretch that to all of sports, Kevin. The market and their finances clearly have helped them gain that stature, but you can't shortchange the organization, the people making the decisions. They've been a winner for a long time, and that's been the magic ingredient that's attracted fans, players, sponsors, the full package.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Nash hits to Young. Now the feed to Kobe. Back to Young. From past the arc. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Young's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lin dishes to Harden. Pass to Ashik. And that one's good.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
Lakers trail by 3. Hill a screen on Harden. Kobe attacking. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Here's Harden, and that one's good. Harden's got 5 points so far. Six seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Kobe. Oh, he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Pretty shot without a second to spare.
That can be so demoralizing for the team that...
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Farmar, defended by Beverly. Farmar with the bucket. So it's the Rockets now. They trail by 1.
Houston might have made the playoffs in the West last season, guys, but it wasn't because they were beating up on their peers. They were 24-28 against the rest of the West. That's why they got the 8th seed.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Guys, Greg Smith out of Fresno State went undrafted back in 2011, but he set a record at the Combine with hands a foot wide from thumb to pinky. After playing a bit in the D-League, he caught on with the Rockets and says his hands have been a big part of his success. Quote, I can catch the ball with one hand or two. I rarely drop a pass, and that's what my teammates love about me. They know they can have the confidence to throw the ball wherever, and I'm going to catch it. Guys, he also said that growing up in a football family, all that practice catching footballs helps his hand-eye coordination.
He's really coming into his own. Thanks, Doris. Here's Beverly. He kicks it to Montiunas. He feeds it to Beverly. Rocket 2 from downtown. Can't hit. Now Farmar. And there's the pass to Blake. He passes to Farmar. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Fires from the wing. They get it again. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Beverly, and it's Houston with another. And so it's the Lakers with it. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Back to Gasol. Defended by Montiunas. 6 to shoot. Rejected by Montiunas. Screen by Smith. No good from Beverly.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
He dishes it to Farmar. Johnson outside. From deep. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And a tight game here as we end the first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's time for the Sunday night halftime report. The Rockets in a hard-fought game against the Los Angeles Lakers, having their way on offense, and that may be an understatement. They simply...
The Sprint halftime report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
You know, when you get an influx of talent through the draft like the Rockets did prior to last season, the initial reaction is excitement, but then you think about, man, how are we going to get these guys ready to play NBA basketball? And the Rockets did a nice job by taking it easy and bringing them along slowly.
Came in, passes to Young. Gasol, defended by Ashley. And here's Young from the arc. Can't get it to go. And Houston the other wing. And here we go. Fast break. Lynn's got it. Harden gets to Parsons. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Parsons. 7 points for James Harden. And for the Rockets, you look at how that strategy worked out for them, and it was exactly what they needed. Got off to a quick start last year, and, you know, Steve, toward the end, their rookies were fresh and able to contribute when it mattered most.
You know, Kevin, it's hard for fans to see a player get drafted and not immediately see the floor, but a lot of times that's the best route. You know, you give a player time to adjust, you make him earn it, and by the end of the season, he can be a very effective player. I think plenty of the Rockets players proved that last season.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, gentlemen, well, part of the Lakers' struggles last year was that they were constructed like an all-star team. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, quote, have you ever watched an all-star game? It's god-awful because everybody gets the ball, they go one-on-one, and then they play no defense. That's our team. That's us. Having a pecking order with all their big players was something he wanted to instill on their Lakers roster. We'll see if they can do a better job of adhering to that this time around, guys.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? That's the balancing act, isn't it, Doris? Share the ball, but get it into the hands of your scorers.
You know, even though he's getting up there in years, guys, Powell's effectiveness shouldn't really drop off much. He's a long, skilled player who doesn't play off the ground very much, and his versatility should help his longevity.
And Nash, here we go. Howard against Young. Passes it to Kobe. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Kobe's got 9. Clark, you mentioned the versatility of Pau Gasol. Steve, it's really the defining quality of his game, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the ability to do so many things offensively as a big guy just really completes a team. Now you can run any kind of offense you want. And Pau, as a passer, as a scorer, as a shooter, has been one of the best in the game for the last decade.
Back to Kobe. 16 feet away. No good off the front iron.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that.
Offensive rebound. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Nick Young.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
The Rockets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Both free throws good from Parsons. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Young. The shot is off. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Lakers lead by 1. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Lynn dishes to Harden. Back to Lynn. Smith kicks to Garcia. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Garcia's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Rockets. Nash against Land. Nash the pass to Johnson. Nash dishes to Johnson. Young outside. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Kaman. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Right at the free throw line. Kept alive.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Lynn against Nash. Harden gets a screen from Lynn. Garcia's shot is good.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a real barn burner.
Well, I think it already is. I mean, we're going to find out which team tightens up under the pressure and which one can stay poised.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 4. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike D'Antoni was discussing with his players. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Harden kicks to Beverly. Dishes it to Smith. The feed to Beverly. Kicks it out to Harden. He lobs it up. And Howard with the stuff.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Back to Kaman. Now the dish to Blake. Pass to Johnson. Kicks to Young. From deep three-point range. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Whoa, that's a big shot right there.
And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Kevin, the silence is deafening.
Garcia dishes to Beverly. Back to Garcia. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Harden. Here's Blake. Kamen, a screen on Hart. Pass to hit. Kamen inside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Steve, what a big possession right here.
No doubt, guys. You can feel the tension in this building.
Beverly the pass to Harden. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And here is Blake. Back to Young.
Count it!
And there's been zero effort defensively by both these clubs tonight.
And don't let that high score fool you. I mean, it's a product of poor defense more than great offense.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 1. 1 second left in the fourth. A 3 off the inbound. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's the